Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have a couple of things we're going to open up at the same time. Like I said in the last video, I ordered some things that were coming in somewhat around the same time. Now, and I realized with my channel, I've done a lot of opening of things from Colourpop. And that's just quite honestly because Colourpop's been feeling my vibe so much. And as we all know, Colourpop is more, I wouldn't say it's affordable pricing, but it's definitely more affordable than, say, oh gosh, Panagraph, Natasha Denona, even Anastasia with their crazy big palettes that they're doing now. Anastasia be trying to be like Colourpop with all the launches. I haven't gotten every single launch from Colourpop that's been coming out, but I did get quite a bit the last few that they've done. So we're actually going to open 2 today, and then I got another one coming soon, maybe next week. That'll be next week's video. And then I think what I'm going to start doing is my weekly, it seems like I'm doing weekly. My weekly videos will be, I'll start doing like a rotation or like pairings of different palettes and doing different looks and those kinds of things and actually playing with the things that I'm getting. I'm cutting myself off. At least through the end of the year. We're into the holiday time where, you know, I could justify to somebody, hey, boyfriend, you want to get me this palette that I really like? You don't understand why it's that much money, but just get it for me. If occasionally you see in the background right now, there's baseball on. I live in the DC metro area, and the Nationals may be going to the World Series for the first time ever. They've never in their existence gotten this far, and I didn't want to wait too much longer. It's baseball. Sometimes it could drag out. It's almost done. And I'm just like, I have to have it. I'm not a huge, gigantic baseball fan, but if I'm going to pick a team, it's going to be the Nats, and they're doing really, really well so far. Ugh. So if I like scream later because they're going to go to the World Series, forgive me. So let's quickly move into what we're going to open today. I did, because I do think I'm going to put some on me, so I put on, I'm using the Tarte Found Sealer Foundation. Before I was using the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation, which I actually really liked. It worked for me. I used the, which one is it? The hydrating one, the not super matte one. I really like that, but as you can see, it's starting to run out, and I wanted to have the next one. I heard that the Found Sealer is similar, but it's a little more dewy. It's not as like face locked in, which I did sometimes experience with the Shape Tape Foundation. Sometimes if I put a little too much on, then I looked like I had too much foundation on, which is not good. So I have that all on my face, and you know, I think it looks pretty even. I like it. It's not super duper full coverage, but I can get full coverage. You put a lot on. I just did a couple drops on foundation brush on, done. A little concealer, a little mascara, and I filled in my eyebrows, and I did my cheeks. But I did get highlighter, so we will be putting that on for sure. I was like, of all the things, definitely putting on highlighter because it's my favorite thing ever. So the first thing that we will open, oh, that's a fuzz flying around my face. I thought it was a bug. It's the Disney Colourpop collab. Now I did get the lipsticks. Yeah, I got some of the lipsticks from the first Disney collection, and I got the palette from the first Disney collection. Hi, hello. She's very pretty. And I got I got like the satin lips, and then the lipsticks. I got that whole collection. This had a lot. I knew I at least wanted to get one of the highlighters. I'm not a super big blush person, so I avoided the blush ones. But I wanted to get shades I knew that I was actually going to wear. I almost got the Ariel purple highlight, or I think it was Rapunzel purple highlighter. I almost got it, but I was like, I probably would never actually wear it. I'd rather buy something that I at least have a chance of actually wearing it. So here you see here, this is the Cinderella bundle. So this is the Cinderella highlighter and the liquid lip. Now, so you open the box. And there's, since this is a Cinderella bundle, it says a dream is a wish your heart makes. Disney, don't sue me. And then here are the products. Very cute packaging, I have to say. So we're going to take those two out. So here's So gorgeous. Now, I didn't go crazy and get a bunch of other things. I only got this bundle and I got the palette. That's all I got. I was like, unless if this formula is crazy ridiculous, this is probably all I'm going to get. So here, let me take the little plastic off here. Let's see. So it's a nice pale champagne gold. It's called Horse and Carriage, and it's a pressed powder highlighter. Let me see. Ooh. Feels very nice. Let me see. I'm going to put a little bit on my thumb. Turn up my light a little bit. Hello. Ooh, yeah. It's very nice. It's very nice. It's very shiny, but not too much. It kind of reminded me of my favorite highlighter, which is the Anastasia Amazing Collab highlighter, which is literally so many people's favorites. I was checking the score. So many people's favorites. And I mean, I could see why. And I knew it was limited edition, so I got it, and it's amazing. And I'm so happy that that thing is so big, that the pan is so big, there's so much product in it, that, you know, it's going to be a while till I run out. But, you know, I wanted something similar to that because I tend to wear that one a lot, so I wanted to have something kind of close. And yeah, so this was very, very cute. I like this a lot, and it was very, very soft. So we'll put that on in a minute. Let me do the liquid lip. So it's a very pink liquid lip. I wanted to at least get something that was somewhat close. Now, liquid lips, I don't really wear that much anymore. Why? The reason the last time I got all the lipsticks was because if I'm going to wear some of my lips, it's going to be a gloss or lipstick. Liquid lips, pretty much all of the ones I've gotten are gone. I started with Kylie ones, which were good, but they just dried down too much. It's too much. Too much. I was ending up putting a gloss over them anyway. So you might as well wear a lipstick that's more hydrating with a gloss. My opinion. So let me go ahead and just put this on my hand real quick. We're not going to commit to you doing this one just yet. Let me put this on my... Ooh, it's very bright. It's very bright. It's a little in that kind of mauvey range, but definitely more pink. It feels very creamy. There we go. So I'm just going to leave those there for now. Yeah, like that look really nice on my lips. It's not too bright pink. One of these, like I said, pick shades that I feel like I'm actually going to wear. Okay, that wasn't too hard. Coming out. Good. Now we're going to get into the palette. Now, it came out so fast, and I got it. I didn't quite look, I will show you in a second, that this is, in my opinion, quite similar to the original palette. So, I would say, if you didn't get the original one, and you get this one, you're probably fine. But we'll compare. I didn't do a super deep dive into it, but I opened both of them and I went, wait a second. But you know what? It's okay. It's all right. Because look at this. So this is the Midnight Masquerade. Has all the shades on the back. And let's open her up. Now you've got all the princesses on the top. Or not necessarily the princesses, because you got Esmeralda in there. So you got Rapunzel. Giselle. My brain just farted. Giselle from Enchanted. Anna from Frozen. You've got Priscia, supposed to be Aurora in the blue dress. And then you've got Esmeralda, Cinderella, and Tiana again. Tiana was in the last collab, so I say again. And then Meg from Hercules. And these are the shades. So very pretty, very wearable, very doable. You know, it's not a scary palette. I was excited for the glitters. And you've got a lot of mattes here, which definitely appealed to me. And you've got a lot of mattes on top. Really, the only shimmers that you have are Mama Odie and Frog and Wife. Cute. Spinning Wheel has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's a little hard to tell on here. And then Jolly right here. But these are on the bottom are all mattes. So let me just glue a little quick swatchy swatch real quick. And here we go. So we're going to do hello. Let's see what I'm doing. But yes, I love a good Disney moment. I'm a Disney gal. I'm originally from California, Southern California. So, I mean, we went to Disney quite often. So then imagine when you move across the country when you're 6, and it's like, well, there's no more Disney. But I actually just went to Disney World for the first time. And I took my daughter, and it was her first time there. And oh my gosh, it was so amazing. We might go again this coming year, which is very exciting. And I'm just doing everything. But I mean, if you've never been to Disney, Disneyland, Disney World, if you're curious, do it. It's wonderful. Everything's so well done and professional. You know, it's not your normal theme park. I'll just put it that way. If it's not really your thing, then I say don't do it. I mean, of course I do it. So far, so good. Okay, in the last row, I'll do right here. Some of these other palettes, I haven't done the full one. I was like, you know what? Today we'll do everything. Have we officially won yet? Not yet. It's getting there. It's getting there. My parents, like I just said, we were originally from Southern California. My parents are big Dodger fans. And I mean, by birth, technically I should be too, but I've lived here much longer than I lived in California. So now it's a tradition. Once a year, we go to the first time that the Dodgers come here to play the Nats, and they wear their Dodger stuff, and I wear my Nats stuff, and my daughter is a Nats fan. Thank you very much. So anyway, so here we go. So here's all the shades. Here, hopefully I don't mess up my setup right now. Look, you can take a look. So this is the top row. It's a little hard to tell. And then here's the bottom row. So this is the one with the glitters. That green is very, very pretty. And then this is the bottom. So top, I think I just said bottom. Middle, this is the middle row with the glitters. And then this is the bottom with all the mattes. So those will be great for your crease, making it a nice smoky look. So yeah, I really, really like that. Really, the only ones that didn't really swatch very nicely would be the topless spinning wheel, this one, that you can barely see because I'm pale. And then Damsel, which is right next to it. That one, not quite, but everything else is really, really nice. I mean, probably at the bottom, the most patchy is the brown one, which is Quasimodo. I mean, if you want to really get into it. The glitters look really, really pretty. Again, they're not eye safe. Don't listen to me. If you choose to put glitter glue and glitter on your eyes, that's your own choice. It's my own choice. So let me just get these off. Now, I have smeared glitter all over myself. It's great. It's fantastic. It's what I wanted, right? I'm like a true princess now. There's glitter everywhere. So now what I will just do is I'm going to hold up the original palette so you'll see that when I was like, oh, you know what, let me just see what's different, you know, is this a more cool tone one? And then I opened it and went, what? They got me. I didn't pay attention. Minimal glitter left, so we're good. Okay, so now I'm going to hold up the OG. Look at this one. So you're like, okay, you know. Now let me put up this one. Let me see if you see. So look at that top row. This shade has moved down, but you can see it's a little similar. The middle row is the most different because you've got the glitters, the true glitters. This doesn't have any pressed glitters. The middle row is the most different, but look at that gold shade in the middle of this one and then to the left of this one. And then look at that bottom row. This one's much more, the bottom row is more maroony, and it has a matte blue, as this one has a sparkly black as the darkest shade. So, are they very different? In my opinion, no. But the biggest difference is that these have mattes and four shimmery shades. Well, actually, even Miss Spots is a shimmery shade. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shimmers, 8 mattes, and the 2 glitters. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, there's glitter in these, 8, 9, 10 shimmers or glittery shades, and then the top is mattes. And these mattes, much more for a transition, and then so you can't really super duper smoke it out if you are a person who won't put shimmers in their crease. Sometimes I do because I need it. But this one I see would be much better for smoky, 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 and this one more for shimmer. So if you were curious, I cracked the case. Have we won yet? No, we're still playing. I want it to be over. So again, I don't want this video to get too long because I gotta get to the other thing too. So what I'm going to do is I'll use this for a look this weekend. If I have time to record it, I will. Or I will definitely do it in the future. But I'm going to put this highlighter on because highlighter. I love me highlighter. I really like the Anastasia A23 highlight brush. And I use this a lot for that highlighter. So I want to test it out. See if it kind of does a similar thing. So let me just go ahead. Dip in here. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, I see you. I see you, highlight. The glasses are in the way, as always. Are you guys here for the glasses? Are you here for the glasses? And my nose. Just the tip of my nose. There we go. Boop. And then get a little bit. Excuse my pimple. Love it. Here we go. Yeah, it's pretty. It's definitely giving me the same similar vibes. It's a little more light. It's not as gold. That's a very champagne gold. And this, I think, this is a very champagne gold, but it's a little bit lighter. But I'm okay with it. As a very pale person, that works for me, and that's why I picked it. They did have that purple one, which was very pretty. And then I think they had a little bit more of a bronzy gold, like more of a gold one. But I just know, even though those are so pretty, it looks like gold on my face. I'm not here for that. The most gold one that I have, where is she? Where is my MAC one? I have the MAC Oh Darling. Somewhere in this drawer, I need to organize it. I have the MAC Oh Darling. That is the goldest one that I have. And I just try to do like a little bit of a lighter hand, or I'll save it for like going out at night. So that if there's a little bit of gold on my face, it's fine. Like if I wanted to look really nice for work and I want a little highlight, I need this or that one. So it looks natural. So now we are on to number 2. And the reason why I didn't go for this lip right now, maybe I'll do that when I do a look later with this collection. Oh yes, oh yes, I got the Safiya. I did. I heard about the collab and I was like, oh great, I'll get the Bury Me lipsticks. I entered the contest to get it, didn't get it, you know what happens. And then I was like, oh wow, she's doing the shades from like when she went to the Bite Lab. And then the other shades that she made up from her videos. And I was like, that's so cool. And I know I like Colourpop lipsticks because I have used the Princess ones. I have them out here. I have ones I use more, but I do have them out here. And I was like, oh, we'll get the Berry. And I was like, maybe I'll get Screamer or Fred. That's these ones. So those are the shade names. This is Bikini Bottom. Mrs. Norris. Bury Me lipsticks. Fred. Screamer and Brucey. So I was like, oh, I would probably never wear Brucey, please. Like, don't get that. What did I do? I got the whole thing. With the intention, I do have quite a few people in my life that I have given makeup to. So I know if like literally this is sitting in my drawer like beginning of next year, that what I should do is go, hey, people in my life, would you like some lipsticks? Especially I from doing theater for so long and many different shows, I do have a lot of people that I know who are still actively doing shows. So I can be like, here, do you need a blue lipstick for something? It's cool. It has bats on it. So that was my justification. I just love Safiya. She's great. I want to support her. It's not commercial. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch and then I'll put one on. Because again, especially with the ones that I'm not sure if I'm going to use them, I don't want to put them on my lips and then try and give them something. I'm not going to be that person. So the ones I definitely know I'm going to keep and use myself, I will keep here. So this is Bikini Bottom. So this is the packaging. So cute. Safiya, if you don't know, Safiya loves bats and kind of like spoopy things. It says SafiyaNygaardXColourpop on here. So you open it and then you have the color here, which is great. And then look at the bullet. There's little bats embedded in there. So cute. So go on my arm. Now I don't want to do it too high, just in case I don't know how creamy it'll be. Very pretty. Very pretty. Now this might be a little too nude for me. That's a weird thing to have to say, but it's true. This is Mrs. Norris. There's a little bullet. This is very brown. I don't tend to wear browns, but you know what? I'd give it a shot for her. And a lot of the other browns I've used haven't really been as lipsticks. They've been as liquid lips, so perhaps a lipstick a little creamier would be better. How are we doing? What's happening? What's happening? Oh, I got it. Oh, yes. Okay. So very pretty. Very cool. This is the Berry Me lipsticks, which is definitely the one I wanted. For sure. Look how pretty. Look how pretty that will look on my lips. And let's go on my arm. Ooh. She's very pretty. We like her. She's invited. This is Fred. This was probably the other one that if I had, you know, had any kind of self-control, would have just gotten this one and the berry and been good to go. So this is a very deep red. It's coming off very bright on camera, but up close, this is very mauve and this is very kind of like a berry red. Maybe I'll turn down the lights a little bit. Sorry, it's the bottom of the night. Screamer. These are saying that these are matte lipsticks, and they are matte, but definitely very creamy. Ooh, that's cool. That's very good. I've been trying to, especially like in the fall, winter, and I was trying to do this last year, which is wear like a berry lip, wear like a darker lip when I go out. I have them for a reason. Okay, and then this is the last one. This is Brucey, which is one maybe I need to find something to do on Halloween where I can wear a blue lipstick. Maybe I can do that. So it's very gray with a little bit of blue to it. It's not coming off as blue as like on the sticker, but very, very pretty. So I think I'm going to put on the berry because that's the one I wanted. Here, I'll give you a little bit of a closer look. Good job, Safiya. Okay. I think we're gonna put on the berry. We're gonna put on the berry. So I'm gonna use my little lip pencil real quick. How are we doing, Nats? You okay? We're okay so far. We're good. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at my mirror up here. Use a lip liner. Cause my lips are not very even. So I have to correct it. See, my lip line's also not very pronounced, especially down here. So I have to make it work. Okay, and I like to do that so that there's no needing. And good enough. Let's see. Everyone's standing. It's very exciting. Okay, here's the berry. Okay. It's a little darker. That's good. Okay. So quiet. Make sure it looks good. Ooh. What do we think? I think she's very pretty. It feels very nice on my lips. It feels very hydrating, even though it's a matte formula. That's great. Bury me in lipsticks. Why not? So good. All right, so here we are. Got Safiya lipsticks on my lips. I've got some highlight on. Let's see. Yeah, that would look nice. So, opinions. I like the lipsticks. I don't know if I'll end up wearing the blue shade. What is called the Brucey? Probably the Brucey and this one would be the ones I would reach for the least because this is very, very light. I feel like it would make my lips look bad. Just me. And then this one, I just don't know how often I would actually wear it, but it's a very cool shade. So I don't know. I'll try and find something to do with it. Here, I need to turn this down. Ooh. It's getting to be a lot. Now it's very dark. So I like the lipsticks. The palette, now that I really look at it, it looks really, really cool. Now that I've swatched things, I'm excited to use it. I do have to say the original one, I did use it a couple of times. I mean, I have used it since then occasionally, but I didn't ever get like a look that I was like, oh my God. Oh wait, is it official? Yes, going to the World Series. Oh my God. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh, I can't. Yay! I need to see if I can find somebody who can give me tickets to a game. Update on that later. So anyway, that palette, I never really got a look that I was like, wow, that's great. That made me want to reach for it again. You know what I mean? Like the Kathleen Lights palettes that I've used. I've had many times where I've used it and been like, I really like how my eyes look. I have the Colourpop Sweet Talk palette. I used that for my birthday and one other time, and I was like, wow, I really like how my eyes look. I have some Tarte palettes, same thing. I have the Huda Nude palette, the big one. I have a Pat McGrath palette. All these that I've said, at least 2 to 3, if not 4 times, I've done a look with it and been like, wow, this is why I got this. This is why it's sitting out. That's why. Things that I don't say that, they end up moving to my drawer, and then they end up being given to somebody else. Or if expired, thrown away. So just that palette, so far the times I've used it has not given me a really like outstanding look. Now that could just be me. Could just be me not being great at doing makeup. I feel like I'm good at makeup. I'm not great. Not great. I think that this newer one is a little bit more up my alley and what I need, especially with all the mattes. I really like matte and then using like a glitter or a shimmer like on top. That's what I like. So, successful. Have I said that before? Pretty sure I said that before. Was this successful? Yes. I think that this was successful. I'm going to need to move some makeup around, and especially, like I said, I've got one more thing coming. Should be soon. I also ordered today one of the Shane Dawson hoodies. Yes, I did it. It was more expensive than I thought it was going to be, so I only got one. There were like 3 other things I wanted, but I was like, nope. I'm not dropping $200 on merch. Yeah. So I got one of the, I don't want to get sick on this hoodie. It's one of my favorites. I got the pink hoodie because I have like 3, but I was like, I need another one. So yeah, I really like it. I'm planning on trying to use these as best I can. Ooh, update from my BoxyCharm. If you see my BoxyCharm video, I did use the mascara that came with the box this past Saturday. I used it as just on my mascara, and I put it on the early afternoon, and I wore it pretty much all day long until evening time when I washed it off. I do have to say, it wasn't the worst to come off. It wasn't the worst. I did use a face oil or makeup oil to get it off, and then my cleanser, and there was a little bit left, but it wasn't awful. It wasn't like I felt like I had to like scrub at my eyes to get it off, and it did last all day. I didn't have like hardly any flaking or any like residue. So it did work. It did work. I just wish that they gave a little bit more like lift to my lashes. They don't really do that. But I think it's a good option for me for if I'm going to be out all day long running around, because that's what I was doing. I was out all day running around. Yeah, so I thought that that was a good discovery. So I think I am going to keep that. Um, it's just the brow gel. Probably won't keep the brow gel. That's probably going to be given to somebody else. But hey, go forth, be merry like me, because the Nats are going to the World Series. Oh yeah. And I mean, I live, within like a 30-minute drive from DC. So anybody want to like hook me up with some tickets? That would be great. So we'll see about that. So I'm gonna sign off. 2 collabs in one video. And yes, it's Colourpop. I swear I don't just have Colourpop stuff. It's just what I've been buying. It's what I've been buying. So until next time, have a good night. Bye.